Marketing Mastery Podcast. My name is Sean Snowdy. I am the co-founder and the host of the Coach Marketing Mastery Podcast, and I'm here with the co-founder, India Kern, and we're going to be talking about a certain topic today. Hello, India.
Hello. I'm in the car today.
Yeah, and I'm in an Airbnb. I'm out in Bullhead City. I'm right by the Colorado River. I could hit a golf ball and hit the river. If I hit the golf ball like 10,000 times.
I could hit a golf ball and hit the ocean, but I'd have to be a pretty good, pretty good at golf.
We're about a quarter mile from the Colorado River, so it's pretty cool. It's not a bad walk. Okay, so the thing is that we're going to be going over the
number one mistake most new coaches make.
Number one mistake. Well, what do you think that would be?
I think it's when we're not a part of a community. I will tell you this, when I first was a coach, I really was completely solo, and it was lonely because I didn't know what I was doing. And it would have helped me to have other seasoned coaches tell me, oh, don't do it that way, do it this way. They've already done it. They've been down that path. They made the mistakes. They can prevent you from hitting those pitfalls and roadblocks and mistakes. So I think that's probably the number one mistake, is that you are not a part of a community to bounce off ideas and to brainstorm.
Right. And I remember when I first started out, so this is in about like 2008. And I remember that Infusionsoft was $75 a month, which I refused to pay. And Zoom didn't even exist. Like the top of the line thing back then was go to a webinar, and that was like $75 a month. So it's like $150 a month just to get out there. And you didn't have smartphones. Everything was a flip phone. And so you couldn't really make a video unless you had a video camera. And so I had this whole learning curve, but then it was like, what do I do and how do I be authentic? And it wasn't just the technical things. It was more like, who's going to even listen to me? So so I didn't have a community, and I had to find a coach, but then I had another problem. So what was your problem when you first started realizing you needed a community and you needed someone that had already been down that road that could help?
I did hire a coach, which helped a lot because he had already been down that road. Right. And then, I did have with my CDC certification, there was a community. It came together about once a month. So there was that. So I participated. But a lot of those coaches were new too, because, divorce coaches is kind of a new thing. And so what helped me the most was actually hiring a coach. And then he had a community too. So that is Eric, actually, Eric. And so that's what helped me. I hired Eric, and he helped me just start strategizing and figuring out what I was going to do, where I was headed, because that was probably the biggest roadblock for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember the challenge I had was getting an affordable coach. And I remember I researched all this stuff, and I came down to, I found a coaching series that was like $1,000, and I think it was just all emails back then. I don't think it was really a video series, but it might have been. And so I had to go by that, and they're like, get a business card, and stuff like that. Go to I think Meetup was pretty popular back then. But then what happened was I had to enlarge, and I found other coaches. And I ended up spending $4,000 for, I think, 6 months of coaching. And this is again about 2009, 2008, 2009. So when it came to entering that community, what challenges did you have? Like, first of all, you were the CDC, and then you were in the learning the community, but now you're really helping that community.
Yeah, so now I coach coaches. So I love that. Not only am I a certified divorce coach, I coach coaches on how to launch, and even seasoned coaches that just can't seem to be hitting the mark. And so that's what I'm doing now. And of course, I get coached too. So the importance of coaching, I value it because I pay for it. And so, as you know, coaching is important for me to have a coach to help me solidify my ideas and strategize. And even now, even though I've been doing this since 2017, it's super important for me to be coached. What about
Yeah.
you?
So, well, how much time do we have left?
I don't know what time is it. I can't look at my phone because I'm recording.
Now it's 9:40.
I have 5 minutes.
Okay, so here's the thing. I remember there's a thing called the ICF, the International Coaching Federation, and there's
Mm-hmm.
two people that I had a choice of choosing back in 2009 who was going to have me coach me. That I was going to have who have me coach me. I don't even know what that means, but it was one of the coaches was ICF certified, and the other one wasn't, and I liked the other one more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but the deal was the other one was certified, so I
Mm-hmm.
just came down. They had long copy back then. I made phone calls. The people that answered the phone, that answered my questions, they're the ones who closed me. And it was actually the people that were
Not
ICF.
certified.
No, they
Oh,
were certified,
they were certified. Okay.
but they answered the phone and they answered my questions when the other one was just emailing me back and forth. I've had many coaches since then where I've spent $5,000, $6,000, 18 grand for one day, 40 grand, you know. So, so in all of that whole journey, I'll tell you what I found the most uh, effective in all the coaching is someone that is going down the path that I want to go, not someone that is going down the path that they want me to go. That I think was my biggest mistake. Yeah.
That's important. Yeah.
And then there's another saying is you can't get to where you're going with someone, you can't get to where you want to be with the people that got you where you're at. So I found that once I outgrew some coaches, I had to get a new coach.
Right.
You know, and I'm happy with the coach I'm with now. And hopefully I'll outgrow them and surpass their $5 million a year capacity.
Yeah.
Then I'll them.
Yeah. That's the plan, right?
Okay, so let's get down to let's wrap this up. The number one, what was the topic again? The number one
mistake new coaches make.
So what do you think that is? Again, after this conversation.
Again, I think it's not having a community of coaches who can guide them and not valuing coaching itself. And so you fumble, you do it all by yourself because you want to save money. When if you actually join a community and hired a coach, you could get there a lot faster. And you probably end up saving money in the end if you looked at all the time, because time is money, spent trying to do it yourself.
So do we have like another 3 to 5 minutes?
I gotta drive, so I would have to drive.
So with the community, what do you think is the number one most effective way to participate in a community of coaching?
The number one way to participate? Well, find a community. I mean, we have a community of coaches that we are coaching now, and we're more than happy to see. You know, we have a masterclass that's free, and you can come and check it out, dip your toe in, see what you think. No obligation.
Marketingmasterclass.com.
Right.
And one of the things is I think what the people that actually come with an open mind and they're able to receive, but they're also able to bring value. I think those are the two most important assets. But I also know if you come with pride and arrogance, that's really not going to work in any community anywhere. Never have will.
Right. I mean, even last Friday we had a nice sized group, and I think they walked away with some plans that they could implement. You know.
And then I think the other thing is with having a coach, you know, within that community, what I found, especially in the community I'm in, it's hard sometimes to find the value. And then I'm finding the people that really bring me value. And I also have found that my coach is really, it's not that she's smart. It's that she has blazed the trail. I'm sure she had people blaze the trail for her, but she has blazed the trail for me, right?
Yeah.
But that's what I like the most. It's such an easier walk to grow and scale my business. because I have a coach and because
Because
I
they
have
have a blueprint, right? They already have the blueprint, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. That's what I like about coaching.
Okay, well, let's wrap it up. So how about if you wrap it up with one of your favorite quotes?
Quotes. Oh my goodness.
Well, one about coaching.
Okay. Okay. Let me think. You don't get what you don't aim for. So, you got to have a target. And if you don't know your target, you're not going to get there. So, um, start defining your target. And if you need help, that's where coaches come in, like
Yeah.
Sean, like myself.
Yeah. And I like the one when it comes to this is a different space, but when it comes to coaching, where it's like, don't walk in front of me, for I will not follow. Don't walk behind me, for I will not lead. Just walk beside me and be my friend. And, my coach, Craig Jacobson, best friend ever, taught me a lot. I spent years and years and years with him. And in the beginning, I was following. And then I tried to lead. That didn't work. And then, when we became friends, we both learned from each other. That was really important to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I gotta hop for my next meeting.
So our next master class is at 10 a.m. Pacific, Fridays for the month of March 2024. This Friday, India's going to be there. I'm going to try to be there. I'm traveling right now. I'm all over the United States, West Coast to East Coast. And we'll see you there. It's coachmarketingmasterclass.com. We'll see you then.
Okay, bye.